happy Valentine's Day. It is Keeley and I am popping in today. I have a few minutes before our daughter is back to playing volleyball in Milwaukee. Only one parent is allowed in the gym. Actually, only 4 parents total, and there's 12 kids. So we watched online from home yesterday, and today Sean is there watching in person, and he's streaming, so I get to watch it online once they start playing. So they just lost their first 2 matches, and so I wanted to jump in here quick and show you the things that I was able to create yesterday on my day home while Morgan was away playing ball. It was kind of nice because I could put it up on the iPad and watch her play as I got to craft. So this is the Bring Back My Pack Blossom, and it is one of the featured specials for the month of February. It began in January, the end of December actually, when it finally came in. It was supposed to come in November, but with COVID it got stuck on a ship coming from China and was not released until towards the end of December. So this collection is available through the end of February. And I was finally able to find some time to put it together, and I wanted to show you. I posted pictures of all of the cards and the layouts yesterday in this group and on my business page, and as well as my personal page, because I was just excited to be crafting. And it's so cold out here. It is -3, and with a wind chill, it's -21. So it's a great day to stay inside and craft. And yesterday it was snowing too. So these bright, vibrant colors made me super happy and glad that I was inside. So I just wanted to show you some of the things that we did and the techniques that were done on these cards. So on card number 1, I'm just going to bring it up here so that you guys can see it. The first thing we did is I used some washi tape, and you had to block off 1/8 of an inch around the outside of it. Okay, so I did that. I taped it to my Versamat so that it stayed in place too. And then you used the Lagoon shimmer brush and you splattered it. Okay, and if you see real close here, I had a little oops, because when it was still a little wet, I went to pick off the washi tape and my pinky bumped it and drug it a little bit, but I tried to cover it with a leaf. So that was something fun because I've never really taped anything off, so you had that 1/8 of an inch border around the outside so that you didn't get any of the shimmer pen on it. And then we just used some of the stamp sets that come in the Blossom bundle. So this one I made, it said congratulations. There was a little bit of 2nd generation stamping with the inside of this flower and the little flower there. It's where you stamp it off on the side of some scratch paper, and then you get a second color. So you get a lighter color of the original. So this darker color is Lagoon, and that was the 2nd generation Lagoon. Then this is in green apple. And then we just stamped the border on here. These little arrows and the lovely sticker here come from the Blossom 12x12 sticker sheet that comes in the workshop. And then these were just dovetailed in pieces that you then cut. So that was a fun congratulations card. The second card is a congratulations on your new little one. And this one has the smoothie cardstock as your background, your Blossom paper, and then you have your tangerine, and then we did some stamping on this little piece of white. Again, you took the shimmer brush, the Lagoon shimmer brush, and splattered it on there so that it has some sparkle and shine to it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's really pretty in person. And then I used the smoothie stamps in the corners along with the Lagoon for the little sprigs, and then the candy apple on the green leaves. And then again, it's 2nd generation in the centers of those smoothie flowers. The third card used a thin cut from the collection. It's Cherish Every Moment, and then you also use the thin cut to do the little smoothie flower that's back behind here. And then this was a sticker. So the sticker was about 1 inch thick, and you used your paper trimmer or scissors just to trim it down to 1/2 inch. And then we stamped on there on your special day. So it's Cherish Every Moment on your special day. And then these were just dovetailed on the green, or the tangerine, and then some glitter gems. So that one went together pretty quickly once you got it stamped, and I put 3D foam tape behind the Cherish Every Moment. The last card, this one is a little bit different. So if you see in the workshop instructions, it is actually meant to be an invite. So like a baby shower invite. but you're only making one. And I was like, I'm not going to use a baby shower invite. I'm done having kids. I don't really know anybody that's having kids anymore. And so I changed it so that it's not an invite, so you don't have the information like the to, the where, the time frame and all that. Instead, I just put congratulations on your special day, and then I added flowers around the tops and the corners. And that's a different stamp set that I hadn't used when we did any of the layouts. You just used it on this card. And then the center of that, I don't know if it'll show, I used the Lagoon Shimmer Brush to give it a little sparkle, and then a little teeny tad up there at the top as well. This here is a thin cut, and it is stamped twice. So the first time I put it in the smoothie ink and I tried to just get that flower, and then if I got any on the rest of where this was on the stamp, I used my stamp chamois, so it was wet and I could wipe that off. And then I stamped it, and then I stamped the rest of this in. I put it in the green ink pad, the candy apple ink pad, and then any that ended up on the little flower, I wiped off with the stamp chamois. So then I was able to get the two tones by stamping, and I didn't have to hide any of it, right? And then we stamped the border along that side of that piece of paper. So those are the 4 cards that the workshop makes. When I'm done here, I am going to show you what was left of the kit so that you can see there's more pieces left that you could create more cards. I just made the kit as is, other than that one card. So these are the layouts then. This is the first one, and I don't have them in page protector so that there's no glare, so hopefully you guys are able to see these without any issues. The first thing that they had you do, and the technique again, is the lagoon splattering. So it's away from the camera there, so I don't know how well you can see it. So I'm going to bring it up and show you. So you put down the light lagoon piece of paper and the dark lagoon piece of paper, and you stamped the sprig border on the ends, and then you splattered with your shimmer pen. And so you did it here and on the sides. Okay, so I don't know, can you see the shiny glittery goodness there that ends up, and then there's some on this side as well. Over here and then down below. What was used, there's stickers. So the little sprig here and the heart I just laid flat. This one I added with 3D foam tape. Then the lagoon flower back here and the love lives here are thin cuts that come in the bundle, as well as the flower down below and the little leaves. Those are thin cuts that were then just stamped. The rest of it is just using some pretty glitter gems to make it sparkle along with that lagoon shimmer brush, I should say. Then the right side of the layout, again, you did the same thing. You put your lagoon pieces down and you stamped your little bit of sprigs, and then you splattered. So I don't know, can you see it shimmering? So you splattered with your lagoon shimmer pen all over. Just gives it some fun detailed texture to the back. There's photo mats on here. I popped on both of these. I left this one, I left the big ones flat because there was embellishments on top of them. And then the smaller ones I popped up with 3D foam tape. This one I also popped up with 3D foam tape. That was a thin cut, then you stamped on. And the So Happy Together is a sticker off the 12x12 sticker sheet. The sticker sheet, if you bought the Blossom back when it was first introduced and first live, the sticker, there was no sticker sheet. So this is a fun addition to this kit. Is that you get that. So that was a sticker. This was a thin cut that was stamped in Lagoon, and then has the, oh, I keep wanting to say sorbet, but it's not sorbet. Hang on. It's driving me nuts to call it the wrong thing. Smoothie. To stamp and smoothie into the center. This little one was a sticker that I popped up, and then this here's a sticker, and this is a sticker. This too, this was a thin cut that I then popped up with 3D foam tape. And again, you use the gold glitter gems that came in the kit. So again, 2 really pretty layouts. They come together pretty quickly. This is a sticker too, this big piece here and the piece over here. What you did, it was a 12-inch sticker, and you just cut it into sections. So the sticker goes to here and the sticker goes to here, and your photo fits perfectly in between. And the sticker goes here and here, and then there's a little bit that's left over. So if you wanted to make them a little bit longer so that you make sure that it fits, you can totally do that. All right. For layout 2 then, you're using the pattern paper as your background on this one, and I'm going to bring it up so that you can see it. These are pattern papers that were cut. You have a zip strip and you have cardstock. So we use the dark side of the cardstock on this one, and then I use the light side as the photo mat. You use the light side of the green apple, and then I tore it, okay, so that you get to see that white core base on our cardstock. What we have here is these were all, this is a sticker. This is beautiful here. But the rest of this is all thin cuts and stamped. And so again, like I did on that card, I stamped I keep calling it sorbet. I stamped the smoothie flower portion of it and then wiped off any of the sprig and the leaf with the stamp chamois. And then I was able to stamp that in green apple and then wiped off any of the flower that might have gotten some green on it with the stamp chamois so that only the green portion showed. Here, this was stamped in Lagoon, and then you use the shimmer brush. So the Lagoon shimmer brush, and then I just outlined that circle, so it gave it a little sparkle. These are thin cuts as well, so you have the green apple and the smoothie. This was a sticker, so I laid that flat, and then this is a sticker here too. Every day has its story, and so I just used the anti-static pouch on the back so that it's not a sticker, and then added foam tape. These guys were all stamped and thin cut, and then popped up with foam tape. And then this was a thin cut as well. Love this. And then this was a sticker down below. Okay, so it's just some fun added details, and then you added, of course, your sparkly, glittery gems to it. So that was the left page. And then on the right page here, again, you have 3 photos. These two I put on with some thin foam tape. This is a sticker. And then I don't know how well you can see, but then we added gold gems into 5 of the little hearts, or 5 of the little flowers that are on there. This Kindred Spirits is from the zip strip, and so I added foam tape right at the edge so that this part is not connected, so that I can still post a photo underneath here. Love Lives Here is a thin cut, stamped on, and then popped up with 3D foam tape, and that is the sticker, and of course you got your pretty glitter gems. Again, it was a little piece of the green apple that we tore just to make it coordinate with the left page so that you get the white core base. The leaves here are stickers. This big heart here is a sticker. Using the anti-static pouch so that I turned it not into a sticker so I could add 3D foam tape, but I left it so that I can still stick a photo underneath it. So there's foam tape under here. I just didn't take the backing off. And then a perfect day is also a sticker, and I added the little glitter gems, gold glitter gems onto that. The flower here in Smoothie is a stamped thin cut image. Okay. So again, these go super quick. Once you've got everything cut out and you get your stamping done, all the layouts come together really, really nicely and really quick. So the bases on these two, the last layouts, are White Daisy. And the first thing it tells you, the first thing I did is I set it off to the side, and I used my Lagoon shimmer brush, and again, splattered that baby. So it tells you to splatter it in the top left corner on that one, and to splatter it in the top right corner on this one. And so I splattered those and then let it dry while I then stamped all my thin cut images. So on this one, I popped up, did I pop this up? No. This is a sticker, this big one right here. So I used the anti-static pouch to make it knot. This one is a stamped image, and then in the center is 2nd generation stamping with the Smoothie. Again, this is part of the zip strip, Fun Lovin'. Cherish Every Moment was a thin cut stamped and then popped up with foam tape, but I left it so that there's no foam tape, or there's foam tape behind it, but just not, the backing isn't off, so that you can slide your photo in. These are stamped, so in green apple and in the Smoothie. And then these two right here are stickers from the sticker sheet, and I just added foam tape behind those to pop them up. And then, of course, you got your pretty little glitter gems, and then you got 3 of them, the big ones lined up right through here. These are just all strips of paper. Okay, they're all 12 inches by various, like 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, or 1 1/2. 3/4, you know, this one was a zip strip, the rest of them were the pattern papers, and you have Smoothie just to tie everything in from the tops and the bottoms. And then on the right page, again, it coordinates. You have the exact same strips and the widths on there. Here in the top right corner, the bottom Lagoon is cardstock, so you did dovetail that, but then the next 2 were stickers. And then 2 of a Kind is, again, part of that long zip strip that had all the fun images, or all the fun sentiments. This was a stamped image. This was a sticker, and I popped that up with 3D foam tape, and you got your pretty little gemstones. Then down here, this was one major big sticker, so I definitely used the anti-static pouch on that one so that it wasn't sticky anymore. This was a little slip of Lagoon paper that you then stamped with the little sprig border and then just kind of stuck it underneath. Again, Good Times Together is a zip strip portion just like this one. And then these 3 are stamped images on the thin cuts, and then this pink and this little flower here are stickers. And you know what I didn't do? Normally in these little flowers, I was sticking a gemstone right in the center, and I didn't do that one on this one. And then the little arrows right here are as well stickers. This one also coordinates. It was the same little arrow as in, where's my card? Right here. So you have the little orange arrow, and you have then a little lagoon arrow that we used. And then there is also a little green arrow that is left. And I'm going to grab the scraps just so that you can see how much of the kit is actually used, and you use a huge chunk of it. I'm going to set these off to the side here while I grab that for you guys. Oops. This is my favorite card. So to create everything here, I used the bundle. The bundle was CC122014. And what was left of the bundle, actually I'm going to move this off to the side. What was left of the bundle, here was this, the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I cut it off. So here was what was left. Everything up at the top was pretty much used. This green arrow was not. And so any of those I just put down here. So there was a little green arrow, a little GR8 for you are great, an LOL, and a little bracket border, or a little bracket, were still what was left on the upper section. So this is pretty much garbage then. I just saved it so I could show you guys how much was left. So that goes my garbage. Then what was left is a Sweet Memories sticker for like photo corners. Here is the sticker that I was telling you was 1 inch on that card, on this card right here. So the sticker is 1 inch thick, but then you cut it in half. And so we used half of it here and then stamped on it, where the other half is still here. So you have the other half if you want to use it. And then remember when I showed you the border on the two layouts where we used some bits and pieces. So you cut this, and you can see where I had cut using my paper trimmer, so I knew how long to make it. And then this was what was left. So you definitely could cut some of these a little bit longer to fit on your layout without having to worry. So this is all that's left of the stickers. And then on the pattern paper side of things, right here, this was it that's left on the pattern. So you have, this was the zip strip that I was talking about when I said that the sentiments came from it. So you have fun lovin', two of a kind, kindred spirits, big smile, and good times together. So you have all those sentiments still left to use that you could use on cards or layouts. And then big smile was not used. Okay, so you have those two pieces. And then this was what was left of the pattern. So you have, this was what was left of the flowers. And then that's the back of the lagoon piece. And then the lagoon, or the candy apple with the orange backdrop. Okay, so there's not a lot left. It's great. So if you wanted to, you could totally throw it away and not feel bad. Otherwise, you could continue to make more cards or create another little layout left. This is what was left with cardstock. And you can never have too much cardstock, right? So you have your smoothie pieces here. You have your lagoon. You have your tangerine. And you have your candy apple chunks that are left. And then you ended up with a sheet of white daisy and a sheet of smoothie that was left. So that's great. That'll just go back into my stash, and this will go into my scraps. I keep anything that is basically 1.5 inches wide, and it's got to be like 3 inches. Something that then, you know, if you're interested in using a thin cut or a punch, that you could use this, right? Or you could, if you just need a little scrap. Sometimes I just use it to stamp off on, like, you know, instead of throwing it all away. And then when Morgan, my daughter, needs little pieces of something, then she knows she can go to my stash of scraps and find something that she's interested in. So I absolutely loved this. Blossom had come out originally probably 5 years ago, and I'm sure I created with it back then. I just don't honestly remember, and I didn't go back and look at my layouts. But I loved it. I loved that this time around there are stickers, that there's a 12 by 12 sticker sheet that you could create with, that it is the same, there is a same set of stamps, and then there's a stamp and thin cut. We didn't have that stamped and thin cut last time. So that just added extra dimension. We didn't carry the shimmer brushes, right? So it just gave it a little extra pop and made it more fun. So if you guys have any questions on any of the Blossom, Bring Back My Pack Blossom, feel free to post it down below or send me a private message. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep crafting, and for those in the cold temperature, stay warm, stay safe. All right, talk to you guys later.